Hi. In this video, I will show you how to fix the single most annoying issue with the otherwise excellent SEGA AllNet P-ras MULTI version 3, also known as the APM3 cabinet. The issue is of course the unbearable noise coming from this cap, and the fix is to simply swap out the two fans responsible for all of this. The fan itself is mounted on brackets held in place with 4 nuts on bolts that are welded to the cabinet. You will have to feel your way to these. On the outside of the cap you will find outlines of 4 small rings. This is exactly where the bolts are located on the opposite side, so that should help you a bit when searching for them. Space is tight, so I recommend using a small ratchet wrench for this job. Unscrew the 4 nuts and go easy, since you do not want any of those small bits to drop down and go missing at the bottom of the cabinet. The second fan is located to the left of the monitor and is much easier to remove. Disconnect the connector, release the wires and unscrew the 4 bolts and washers using a Phillips screwdriver. Be careful not to drop anything. With both fans out, remove the bracket from the big fan and set it aside. After doing quite a bit of research, I decided to replace the stock fans with Noctuas. It is one of the most silent and most reliable fans you can get. For the main fan, I replaced it with the 120mm Noctua NF-S12A FLX. It's a 3-wire fan replacing the original 2-wire fan. This particular FLX model is extra silent, moves a good amount of air and has a few extra tricks up its sleeve. I'm all for making modifications fully reversible, but for this one I decided to just cut the wire and connector from the stock fan. I mean, who in their right mind would ever want that horrible thing back? Important note, for this job you do not want to connect black to black and yellow to yellow wires. Black carries ground on both wire sets, so black to black is fine, but on Noctua's power is carried by red rather than yellow, so you will have to connect the original yellow wire to the red Noctua wire. Also, on the Noctua side, you should just tuck the unused yellow wire inside the sleeve. To make all of this splicing easy, I used the included Noctua extension cable and spliced the wires using Wago 221 splicing connectors. Splice the cables using whatever method you prefer. The Noctua FLX fans come included with a set of extra low noise adapter cables. You can simply insert these to lower fan speed and airflow to reduce noise even further. I'm not using these for now, but it's always nice to have the option. Now, since the original main fan has a height of 40mm and the Noctua fan is only 25mm, you will have to adapt the original mounting bracket for the reduced fan height. 4 3x25 bolts, 12 nuts and a set of washers is all you'll need for this. Space is very tight for this operation, but with a bit of patience and determination, it is completely doable. Make sure the fan is moving air in the right direction, and make sure everything is nice, tight and aligned properly when you're done. Reconnect the power connector and use the hook inside for some cable management. Next up is the small fan. Replacing the noisy stock NMB fan is the Noctua NF-A6 APM3 FLX. Both fans are 60 by 25 millimeters. Otherwise, the procedure is pretty much the same as with the main fan. Modify the Noctua extension cable. Splice wires using Wago 221s or whatever you prefer. Black to black and yellow to red. Make sure the fan is moving in the right direction. Bolts, washers and some Phillips action. Reconnect the power connector and do a bit of cable management. Close everything up and buckle up. Are you ready for this?